He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
White.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Tackle. Check.
21. 2.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
21.
Check 25. He's checking.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill. We go 46.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
54 Mike. Tighten up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Elliott running right. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself as we just saw there.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Cut. 54. Minus 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, QB, come on.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
21.
On first down, here's Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Here we go.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
He's coming. 11. 10.
So now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Bringing up third and 12.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on third and 12.
11.
Check. First down.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Here we go.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first.
65.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time.
Here we go. 21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's set it to go 46.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. This is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
54 Mike. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
13. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch. 2.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escapes the sack. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now Austin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion on 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Pollard. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Right there, 56. I got him.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, it's Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd and short.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
That's our own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. A critical error. They're in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check, 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 check.
21.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Two.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return this time will go out.